He's starting things off the right way. Welcome, everybody, to some more Tales of Phantasia. We've got some subs in the chat for me to shout out before we get started. Thank you, Excited Evie, for the Prime sub. Lore Hunter 172 for the 2-month resub. And Janini for the 4-month resub, saying my body is ready. Thank you very much. You guys are all fantastic. It's been a hot second, but I wanted to jump back into this before I went to Los Angeles for Anime Expo this weekend. Didn't know what chances I would have to stream between now and Wednesday, so I wanted to take this chance. I'm gonna lower this volume because this dungeon theme is blaring in my ears. All right. Okay, so, quick recap for the last time we were here. We gathered up the last of the 4 spirits. So now we had Sylph, the wind person, Gnome, the dirt guy, Ifrit, Mr. Hot Pants, and Undine, Miss Wet. And we put all 4 of them in their special corners, their special places. And then I was gonna go in here and see what happens. So let's go. Could that be, wait, no. Cress has the cool, I'm a hero. Could that be, could that be? Oh man, already trying to remember voices I could do and hearing voices outside my apartment, making this more, distracting. Could that be, Maxwell? Thank you, Untitled, for the 200 bits. Hi, things advance now. Oh, haha, things advance now.
You're Maxwell, the one who rules the 4 great spirits, I take it.
Alright. Guy who rules the 4 great spirits, what kind of voice would he have? Indeed. Thank you, Emotizzle, for another 200 bits, having extra emotes, chat. Also, speaking of, you should, I think Twitch updated. Let me check my list. You should, oh, maybe they haven't been approved yet. 2 more emotes should be coming into your slots shortly. A Vesperia callback and a Tales in General emote. Would you young... yes, around here. Would you young'uns be? Oh, I need to click back in the window. The ones who called out to me, perchance? I thought I clicked back in the window. Oh.
That is correct.
And what is it that you want, eh?
If you could, sir, maybe unseal the door behind you, that'd help us immensely. We've been looking up and down for this old mine for a ring to forge a pact with Luna, and that door is our last hope.
I see. Just beyond is an undisturbed treasure vault. I reckon it might contain what you seek, but I can't just let any old vagabond raid it, you see? Show me what you're made of and don't hold back just because I look like a fossil. Oh yeah, right back into it. Ow! He does a lot of damage. Wait, it's been so long I almost forgot. Oh, that's a lot of health. All right, well, let's keep chipping away at it. Yep, just keep staring at me, old man. So long as I keep attacking you and you don't have a chance to attack back, we're in good places. You're not the boss of me anymore, Maxwell! Yeah, just keep stun blocked. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, team. We got this. Undine! Oh yeah, I got him. Tired. Ah! Stop him, Klaus! Oh yeah. Nope, look over here. Let my party just feel safe and healthy. Thank you, TJ Hooker Milk, for the 1150 bits. Glory to Grant. You're damn right. We can take out this, what I assume is more or less a demigod. No, dude, no, my friends. Mint! All right, Archie, I'm gonna need you to bring her back. Fuck! Oh boy. Oh shit! Wow, I thought he had more health than that. We got him! And everyone's awake, so we all get the XP and Gald and stuff. Hell yeah, level ups. Alright, well we got him. Ah! Thank you, Vango Fett, for the 4-month resub. Thanks for the entertainment, my dude. Have a great trip. Thank you very much, man. We had one death, Tronop. Mint definitely fell in the heat of battle.
I suppose that was to be expected. Now, Maxwell, I request you uphold your end of the bargain. Very well, I will break the seal. You know, I rather like you, young'un. It's only appropriate that I, too, aid you with my strength. Bah? Come now, this surprises you? You've making pacts with the spirit left and right, have you not? Wow! A pact with the leader of the 4 great spirits? What an incredible honor!
What did I have her? She was the tough girl. No, not like that. She was a tough girl though. She was like New Yorker. Oh, you're the best. You're the best, Maxie Poo. Maxie Poo. Ahem. Now then, out with the turquoise ring.
Here and now I offer my request to the spirit of molecules. By covenant of the ring, may this spirit obey me. My name is Klaus. No, wait, I never said it. No! Blah.
Klaus can now summon Maxwell. Isn't that great news, everybody? Let's give him a hand. I think it's about time he's earned the title Summoner. Something's happening to Gungnir! Ho 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 ho! The true power of that spear is far greater than you may realize. I drew out an additional smidgen of its latent strength. A part of Gungnir's power has been released. Is that the one I have equipped? Hell yeah! Excuse me. Hell yeah. Making it even stronger. Ooh! We're sore. Alright, well, real quick, I'm gonna go back and save. So we don't have to do that fight no more. Bada bing! In 8 minutes, we conquer, like, a being who rules elements. Oh yeah, this is where their puzzle was. The seal has been broken. The 2-inch thin wall has fallen to our will. Oh wow, we hit the jackpot! Yes, I'm real bad at this voice here. Time to dig in. I guess I'm just gonna kind of give a Johnny Star Wars but falsetto. I got it.
You do?
And Mint was all southern-like.
These are pretty ordinary trinkets. Not a single packed ring among them.
Hey guys, over here, a ring. I have found one as well. I can't make that southern. But it looks like they're broken.
Is that all? Any others?
I'm afraid that was the only one I could find. What do we do about them?
I can't repair them myself. Maybe Lundgorm has an idea, so let's hoof it to Alvanista.
Acquired a pair of broken rings.
Oh, these are my voices.
Okay. Acquired a rod? Trying up saying Archer's voice changes every stream. I feel like last time it basically devolved into falsetto Johnny Star Wars, so I don't think that's too off from what it was. Unidentified clothing. Zero Smith would take these broken rings, learn to fly. Great. Good call. You winged devil! Behold the new power of Gunga! Thank you, Reggie Bring It, with 200 bits, saying I can't stick around before I go. Here's some bits for the amazing voice acting. Thank you. It was what I kind of wanted to do when I originally moved down here, but then other opportunities appeared. I do think I'm doing more damage. I don't remember which way is out. Hey. Ah, we could use an apple gel. Look at that. Now we have room. Isn't it crazy how life works? Yeah. My jumping combo seems to still be the best I can do. Meow. Boom! Yata indeed. And, oops, not items. Cooking. Let's make some French toast. Hammer Senpai, my day's been okay. Do I have to? This seems wrong. Ka-cha! Cha! Yeah! Oh, she does hit more than one target. I thought she only hit one. I was like, it's kind of disappointing that he's using the single target attack on a group, but I was wrong. The power of my hopping stabs. Maxwell, what you got? I call it Old Man Pinball. Please turn around. There we go. Kudesu. Alright. So I remember this. Thank you, Aquatic Freshness, for the tier 2 resub. Oh, jeez, I forgot about cave spiders. Such nightmares. And Hellmaster, no! We'll keep you stunned. But Aquatic Freshness with 2 months down, hopefully a lot more to come. Keep up the great work, Grant, by the way. Thank you very much. I need you spellbenders to be attacking this guy. Here. Give him the Thunderblade. So he's the one I need to have dealt with. There we go. I'm here to kill Steel, motherfuckers! I did it. Thank you, JCW, for the 200 bits, saying, just got here cool, never seen this Final Fantasy before. Anyways, here's some bits for luck. Thank you very much. And for the funny joke. Is it up here? Here we go. I think this is our way out. And TJ Hookermilk with the 2,750 bits. Here's hoping you don't get sick at Expo. Thank you. I hope I don't as well. And my buddy Matt DeGoy subbing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, ModernTenchi04. Everybody welcome my friend Matt to the Wug Thugs with a big ol' Wug Thug hug. Because he's a good guy. Alright, back out into the wilderness. We go! You're right, Matt. You said you weren't giving me bits. It was true. You know, the first time you see these big, extravagant spells and summons, it's neat, but then when you realize that they have to stop combat every time they do them, kinda hurts the experience. Thank you, Versus, for the 4-month resub. Thank you for your continued patronage to the Wug Thugs. Your Thugonomics degree is in the mail. Which way is out of here? No. Yeah, I think there's the city over this way. Yeah, Aquatic Freshness, once I figure out what a Wug Thug looks like, and then what they would hug like, and how to make that into an emote, maybe we'll have something. Emon Tizzle with 600 bits. Here, Grant, take my power and end this. Also, I believe Maxwell said something about the Elves Village next. Not sure. They said something about someone who could repair our rings. I guess we could see this. I think Albanista's right this way. Yeah, Lungorm. I think the scientist in the castle. Sirigoku, if Yuri got into Smash Brothers, I would lose my mind. You're right, though. It is a bit of a pipe dream. Alright, we're gonna run around here and find the castle. At some point, I'm gonna need to, like, mute this and retry that race, because I think the song there gets ID banned, or content banned, whatever, however you want it. Muted, VOD muted, and I can't earn anything from it on YouTube, so I want to avoid it. Which way to the secret underground laboratory again? I feel like going up is the wrong direction. And it's the jail. wrong. Is it upstairs? The run speed still seems ridiculous to me in this game. Lab, here we go. Alright, Lundgorn or whatever his name is. No, we know where all the spirits are. We found them all. Yeah, Lundgrom. Lundgrom. Thank you, Vile Crusader, for the 500 bits. Thy gift bits in celebration for another wonderful Tales stream. Thank you.
Also seem to be in high spirits, I take it your search of the mine was successful. Glad to hear it. All the anecdotes I listened to sound like
Among the treasures we found, there were 2 pact rings, but...
They found one in there about Luna land.
Can we take it outside? I'd rather no one overhear us.
I have to like think before every character to try and remember what I made their dumb voices sound like. Do you have any ideas? Lungorm now just mumbles incoherently.
Where might we find him? Thank you very much.
Acquired Lungorm's letter.
Okay, then, we don't have any other leads, so let's get moving to this Edward guy's house. Something the matter, Cress?
Well, I just heard some buzzing in my ears. Yo, that's not me voice acting this Japanese. Chris, are you sure you're all right? Yeah, no worries. My ears suddenly buzzed some more. Yeah, Japanese just sounds like buzzing in my ears too. All right, where's our... Gonna ask about the map, but I know he said west? Though I think west from here is just to the port. Alright, across the bridge to the west. Even though this is to the east. Hornets! Ugh! Fuck you! Alright, you said west. Can I, like, take a boat there? Actually, hold on. What do you folks have to say? A ring researcher? You mean a jeweler? Far west of the bridge to the southwest. A mansion built in the wilderness. Alright, so first we gotta go southwest. Or wait. The bridge to the southwest, so there. Okay. I'm getting myself all turned around. Also, my phone keeps buzzing, so it's confusing me. Come on. You think you guys can challenge the guys who conquered the Lord of Spirits Maxwell? Also, thank you, TJ Hookermilk, for the 1,050 bits saying, fuck hornets. You're right. I hate those things. Oh, this guy. This house we kept getting kicked out of before because we had no business here. Oh man, thank you, Devil Hunter 2100, for the for the third month in a row of being part of the Grant a Wish Foundation. With the message, haven't been able to catch a stream in a while because of changes in my work schedule, but glad I made it for my anniversary. Go Wug Thugs! Thank you very much for the continued support. Pardon me, but is anyone home?
May I ask who you are?
My name is Klaus. Sorry about the unannounced visit, ma'am. We were hoping to meet with Sir Edward and bring this letter of introduction.
My, it was penned by Master Lungrom himself. I'm Ed's wife, Sif. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'm getting a lot of, Nordic mythology up in here. Norse, whatever you call it.
I'm sorry to say, but he is out at the moment.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Our business with him is rather urgent.
Since it was Master Lundgrum who introduced you, I'll tell you what I know. Ed is aware that Alvanista is unable to lend a hand in the upcoming war. He set off on a journey to the other day to seek out people capable of defeating Dhaos in the country's stead.
Do you know where he went?
I believed he mentioned that Freyland is his first stop.
Freyland?
That's the continent east of Alvanista. Thanks, ma'am.
If you encounter my husband, could you please tell him something? We want him to know that everything's fine at home.
I understand. I'll be sure to pass the message along.
Thanks, now get out!
We hightail it to Freyland. We might be able to catch up. Let's get moving, shall we?
Don't frame your commands in the form of a question, Klaus. We know what you're saying. But right in the shadow of the mansion, more enemies, more bogles. You have a pest problem, Sif. That was an easy fight. Alright, let's see if we can take a boat to Freyland from here. Or was it the other place that we had to use one of their ships? Because for some reason, boats can only go to certain docks. I guess to be fair, I'm hitching a ride on a boat that is already going there, so I guess expecting every township to have a boat going exactly where I want to go is a little unrealistic in my fantasy universe. You can only suspend your belief so much, am I right, guys? Alright, are you going to Freyland? Belladam? No thanks. I see. How about you, dickweed? Freyland? No.
Whatever then.
Fine. Other boats it is. Hiccups kicking in.
There was another port, I remember this direction.
Look at you, Tizzle, trying to start a fight in chat. Anyone like to discuss food? You know that's a doomed proposition. Here's one to talk about, chat. How many holes does a straw have? Like a drinking straw. Is it 1 or 2? I look forward to your storied debates. Seeing a lot of 2. Exactly, Janunu. It's 1 long hole. Everyone else is wrong. A tube is just 1 long hole.
A lift to Freyland?
Boren with the hot take. It has 0 holes. It's a cylinder.
Let's hustle a nearby village to query some vocals.
Some locals. Yokels. Alright. Oh, the desert. Okay. That cave over there is where we met Ifrit.
Wow, this town is roasting.
Everyone traveling through this desert must stop here, surely even Edward.
Why don't we start by asking the gentleman underneath that tree?
Oh, I have no control here, folks. This is no player agency.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
I was wondering if you'd seen a man named Edward around here recently.
Edward. Oh, yeah, you just missed the guy.
Do you have any idea where he went?
Guess he had some sort of urgent business as he ran straight off. No idea about his destination, but he kept going south. The only thing that way is an oasis.
Sounds like a good start, thanks.
If we follow him post-haste, we might catch up. Onward!
First, I'm gonna sleep. Daddy needs a nap. Gotta drink off some of these memories. My adventure is a painful one. I sleep alone. The rest of my crew went to find him. My crest is getting continually more ragged and tired as the adventure goes.
Alright, you went south, you say? Towards an oasis? You fought the Desert Kings before, right? Well, might as well be safe. Sylph. Oh, Maxwell. Maxwell's okay, but I gotta say, not all that impressed. Junk. Something crossed my mind the other day. Did you ever get the passing the buck ending from Zillia 2? It's the one after beating Cameo Battle, they'll offer to beat the final boss for you. No, I've actually never seen that ending. That's really funny. Alright. Nope, no oasis here. Oh wait, is that the oasis they're talking about? Willikers, it's a giant scorpion. Lore Hunter, really building my expectations with, oh no, I remember this quest. As someone who's never played this game before, I have no idea what I'm heading towards.
It's so hot. Edward?
I apologize for disturbing you, sir, but have you seen a man named Edward recently?
Yeah, you just missed him. He went to the oasis northeast of here. Great. That one. No, I meant east, northeast, east. East by northeast. Have you made fruit juice? I mean, I remember meeting that guy, so it's not like a huge surprise, but just his only line. Fruit juice, please. Dear Mother of God. Also, I totally didn't even see this guy when I was over here. Excuse me, but I was wondering if you've seen a man named Edward come through here. Ah! Say that again. I was wondering if a man called Edward came through here. Yeah, you making fun of me? What? You called me absurd just now, didn't you? No, I said, my voice is just an old man voice, apparently. No, I said Edward. I'm looking for Edward. Calm down, boy, I'm kidding. Edward's gone to the oasis to the northwest of here. Have you made fruit juice? I see it. I remember you, Basilisk. Fuck!
Ah! Help me, guys! I've been turned to stone! Please fix me!
Jeez! It's big ugly teeth. Stay away, Mint! It'll bite you! See, I like when Klaus uses Ifrit as a summon, because that gets like automatically like 13 hits, and that actually boosts our XP like kind of significantly. I just feel like having a nice little hamburger. Here, I made a hamburger out of bread and chicken. Do you like it, Klaus? My name is Chris, and I have become so very tired. This quest it's killing me. Make it stop, Mint. Look at me, little bush baby. Aboo! That's a dude?
Hey there, mister. Have you seen Edward around?
He was here a few minutes ago. He said he was on his way back to the olive village.
Boo! He's always one step ahead of us. That was just Mint right now. Don't you mind?
Okay. Let's turn around. If we're fast enough, maybe we can catch up this time. Oh, jeez. All right. I bet we just missed him. Again.
Why don't we ask that gentleman if he's seen him again?
Excuse me again, sir. Yeah? Didn't expect to talk to this guy again. I don't remember what his voice was. The man I asked you about before, Edward, return here? Yep, I just saw him set foot in the inn just a spell ago. Thanks for your help again. Everyone gets a little southern when I try to rush through their lines. Shit. Barkeep, where'd he go? Excuse me, did a man named Edward stop by here recently?
Excuse me, pardon, sir. You're looking for Mr. Edward? Fortune smiles upon you, lad. He was just here. The man needs basilisk scales. He's been combing the desert in search of them.
make that special medicine, I presume?
Yes, you're familiar with it, are you? Then you probably know that the stuff's not readily available in bulk.
What are basilisks, if I may ask, despite us just fighting them? They're the talk of the town, it seems.
Basilisks are a species of monster that rules the desert. They are feared for their ability to petrify even seasoned warriors.
In any case, Edward told me to get the word out if anyone with basilisk scales happened to drop by. He'll be over here the instant he hears about it.
It's dirty work, but we can't get scales of our own by hunting beasts.
Ooh, picked yourself some basilisk scales, I see. Don't think that's enough, though. I believe you'll need about 5, or perhaps 6, to yield a suspicious amount of medicine from them. It's totally what I meant to say. That said, welcome. Would you like to stay?
No.
Come again?
How many do we have? How many basilisks scales? Not down here. I tell you guys to tell me when you see it, but I wouldn't see that until late. Basilisk 2? Shit.
Come to me, basilisks!
Your sidewinders die. Gnome! Gnome! Ah, the creepy guy selling candy with the bells is now outside my apartment, if you can hear it. Jingle jangling. Basilisks, you lords of the dungeon, yield your scales unto me. Hey, apparently, Mr. Desert King, sir, you're out of a job because the basilisks, I guess, are now lords of the desert. Stupid duck beaver, you have a very good name. Also, thank you, D-Junk, for the 3-month resub. Third of a way to a sub, baby. You have a sub preemie. Very preemie. Like, dangerously, like, well, incredibly dangerous. Like, a sub zygote. I don't know. The pregnancy process. Don't ask me questions. I don't know if I've seen a desert fly before. I've seen a housefly, maybe even a horsefly, but I ain't seen no elephant fly. Do you think their depiction is going to be just as racist in that live action one that's coming out? Jeez, got him. Rejixus saying, buy a bell, you want to see it on stream. Are you talking about the guy who rings bells outside my apartment who sells candy and I think popsicles? Where are the basilisks? Jacato. They'll probably specifically do a 180 on the crows in the live action just to avoid the question. So they'll be like a bunch of nerdy white dudes. Thank you, Blastoise, for the 4-month resubs. And 1/3 down, baby. That's right. Got a quarter of this, or a third of this year already in the books. Soon you guys will be hitting 6-month subs, and then you'll get to see whose face gets to be by your name then. Where are these basilisks hiding? Do they show up in different spots in the desert? Like, am I hunting in the right spot? Aquatic Freshness asking the hardest question of our time, wants me included. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I had a Klondike bar, I think, once, and I don't remember it being like that great. Like, it was like just like an ice cream sandwich, basically, right? Or was it one of those things with like a thin, like vanilla ice cream with a thin chocolate shell? Either way, probably not a whole lot. Pay like maybe $1.25 or something. And that's, you know, like, as a dessert at a place. If I was buying a box of them, it would not go $1.25 a piece. Ah, Lore Hunter saying this is the annoying part of the quest he was referring to. Jingle, jingle, jangle. Siri Goku, yeah, Ifrit shouldn't work here because of all the heat in the desert and, you know, things living with it. But the desert was also once his domain, so maybe, like, everyone's really afraid of him when he shows up. It's like when the boss comes into work. Jeez, Maxwell, you can't even kill a desert king who's not even really an authority figure in the desert. Considering everyone thinks the basilisk is more scary, Ifrit was kind of god here. This was the dominion of someone you hold dominion over, Maxwell. And you still can't take him. Can I, like, equip basilisk pheromones? Class, you just take a nap. It's cool. Be doing Rising Phoenix more, not because I think fire's going to be good on these guys or anything, but because it's one of the few arts I have yet to master. Junk, how would you feel about a Black Cauldron world in Kingdom Hearts? Atmosphere of that movie is amazing, and the Horned King is awesome. I've actually never seen it, so I don't really have much input. Is that the one that... No, Merlin's from Sword in the Stone. Or is that... It's not the same movie, is it? Because I've also never seen that one. Or Pete's Dragon. Basically, most of the ones that came out before Little Mermaid. Other than Peter Pan. Definitely saw Peter Pan. Loved Peter Pan as a kid. It was... Until Hercules came out, I think it was my favorite. It was what I called my favorite Disney movie as a kid. I wish I had other stuff I could be doing. And basilisks were just something that could show up anywhere. Oh yeah, I also saw Jungle Book. I guess that was before Little Mermaid. Thanks for reminding me, Siri Goku. food grinding, as in like cooking. Basilisk! I hope these things have like a 100% chance of dropping their scales, because if they don't, this mission's fucked. This is bad game design, and anyone who goes like Tales of Phantasia is great, i.e. my friend Greg, is a liar. Oh boy. Please don't petrify all of us. We're all like right here. Alright, Basilisk scale 1. So that gets us to 3. Yeah, one of my friends says that this is his favorite Tales game. And, like, not just his favorite, but he thinks it is, like, the best. He thinks it has qualities that actually make it better than any future iteration. And while that's a perfectly fine opinion to hold, this quest is already making me strongly question that assertion. Ooh. Laffy Ryan with my favorite Tales game was Symphonia 2. But no, I'm not going to say it's the best one. That's an interesting take. A lot of people don't like Symphonia 2. Like, I felt more positive on it than a lot of people, but it would still probably rank pretty low for me on a personal list. But I'm curious as to what stuck out to you that you liked it so much. I thought the monster catching concept was a neat idea that was just bungled really horribly in practice. And I really hated that the OG Symphonia crew never joined you properly and could never level up. If they fixed those two things, I think it actually would have been a really good game. A lot of people cite Emil as a shitty character, but I think he's fine.
Find me, Basilisk!
Wonder if this part was in here, like, just in case you somehow beat Maxwell and did all of this story stuff at, like, way too low of a level. If this was, like, here, just for them to be like, here, you know what? You'll have to grind because you need to find these basilisks. D-Junk, I enjoyed Symphonia 2, but wasn't big on the look of the cel-shaded monsters. I actually liked how it looked, which was something I always held in its favor. So as I greatly enjoyed. Mostly the character models I thought looked really good. I imported some of them into Smash to let Lucas be Genus, and I think Pit was Lloyd, and I thought their models looked great. Code Wendigo with the tier 2 4 months in a row, saying up to 4 months as a Wug Thug, Wug Lord, my good sir, and 4 months as well. Yeah, you are. As much as I love the Wug Thugs, and much love to them, you are a Wug Lord, sir. You may stand at your post with honor, Code Wendigo. Oh yeah, I didn't like how they handled the overworld either. Coop, the basically just, list of places. Which is what all Tales games eventually became, which I thought was real sad. Wolver, are you planning on doing a one-off Vesperia remake stream when it comes out? You probably answered this already, but I haven't been here for a while. I might probably do more than just one. Because I want to show off the parts that were never in English with their new voices, and if it has a wholly new dub, I also want to see that all the way through. So there's a very real chance you will see me play through that whole game again. I might not stream all of it, because that might not be super interesting, but at the same time, hey, you know what? If I'm streaming it and no one's watching it, that's still better than me just playing it alone and having no one see it. It being available to be watched, even if no one wants to, makes more sense to me. Yeah, Jacato, I definitely want to try and pull some people in to do co-op as well. Basilisk! That move voice spooks me. D-Junk, I have not yet watched tonight's Steven Universe. I plan on watching it. I have it recorded via PlayStation View. Yeah, I'm thinking for if I do Vesperia again, I'm gonna see if I can try and figure out people who I could maybe get over for co-op streams. There are a couple people I'm sure who would be down. They might not like be there every episode, but it would be like me trying to get maybe 1 or 2 special guests every episode. All right, we got like 5 of them now. The guy said 5, maybe 6. So we'll go for 1 more. Just because I don't know if I can trust that old man. Jacato asking how is PlayStation View, was thinking of switching to that. It's really the only TV service I've messed with, other than like, you know, the DirecTV that my parents had. And for its price, I think it's okay. But at the same time, if you are not someone who's going to be watching TV a lot, it might not be worth it. I honestly probably only barely... I probably don't really get my money's worth out of it, because a lot of the stuff I watch on it, I could probably watch elsewhere. It's just it shows up a little bit earlier, and sometimes I do like the nostalgic feeling of surfing through channels. So we're having that for like, I think the package I have is like 40-something bucks a month. Is affordable and is worth that much to me, based on how much Frasier I watch. Which, yes, I could easily watch elsewhere, but it's nice to just be like, I don't know what episode's gonna come on, I just want to see it. Welcome, Rattlesnake774. Glad you could be here as well. Hi, Garrus. Throwing up, I'm sure I could buy like a series DVD box set of Frasier for like fucking nothing on eBay if I wanted to. But I don't want physical media. And yes, I could probably just download a torrent of the whole show also. But I like having some way of technically supporting it while watching it. Even though reruns on the Hallmark Channel probably isn't sending the Frasier cast anything. It is more for the experience of having live TV channels than anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, if the next one isn't a basilisk, I'm gonna go to that inn just to see if the dude shows up. Maybe it's maybe the guy was bullshitting with the or 6. That's right, Wolver. None of us know what to do with these tossed salads and scrambled eggs. One of my bit drop like things, or maybe it's not a bit drop thing. Maybe it's a sub jingle. Is just one of Kelsey Grammer's "Thank you" at the end of his fucking Frasier song. Edward, please. I've got 5 of your stupid scales.
Right, I'll let the villagers know about this immediately. Word should reach Edward soon enough. Rise and shine, Mr. Alvane! Edward has arrived!
Wolver, I'm not saying I will do that. I'm saying that is already a thing.
You're the ones, people who provided these precious scales.
Edward's the name, isn't it? Actually.
I don't know how to read simultaneously as both of them, so, Mr. Morrison? He's like that guy we know. Thank you, Ben, for gifting Wolver a sub. Here, real quick. Let me see if I can just pull it up on Streamlabs, so you guys can hear it or see it. Let me run through some of these. Also, thank you. Let me see who that was and what it was. Thank you, Ryu Infinity, for the 100 bits, and thanks for always putting this great series out there. And I look forward to seeing you play all of them. Thank you very much. Haven't gone through these in a while. Okay, I know it's not the default one. It's one of the variations. So let's see. Is this it? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. This one. Damn. Did I take it off of here? Did I replace it with all the tail stuff? There's the Bowser one. Was it the first variant I made? So it's at the top of the list? Shit, I might have taken it out. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Sorry, Wolver, I lied. I'll have to re-add it, because I must have changed it out at some point. Whoops. It was real funny, though. Trust me. Let me set you back up. Get my windows back in the right order. There we go. There you go. That was all of my current sub reward jingles. Code Wendigo for the 400 bits saying, here's some good day bits for everyone's favorite WUG president. Thank you. I must have, when I was switching things out for the Tails things, that must have been one that I opted to not redo, which is weird because it was maybe my favorite one. How did I voice this guy again?
Why is that such a shock to you?
You two look like you're facing a ghost. Edward, before we talk about the scales, please read this letter.
Introduction from the Grom, is it?
I'm glad we're not all calling him Loongorm or whatever his name is.
Must have a good reason to follow me this far.
Indeed, let's talk somewhere more private. Like next to these beds.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Ah! So you were the ones who saved Prince Laird.
Yep, and they showed us their gratitude by throwing us in the slammer.
Saved the punchline for last, did you? Well, anyway, I understand the gist of your story.
So what do you recommend we do about those rings?
They appear to be suitable for packs with mighty spirits indeed. Going out to find replacements will be no easy tasks, as such things are one of a kind. But don't lose hope. Pact rings are the fruit of collaborative work of the elves and the late dwarven race.
What are you getting at exactly?
Your best bet is to go meet the elves in Lavender Forest. If anyone in this world would know how to repair these, it's them.
The elves? There's no way they'd let us into their settlement. The Keeplers are fucking...
Just ask Lundgrum. If Alvanista vouches for you, they shouldn't give you any grief. Well then, I gratefully accept your basilisk scales. Also, I intend to gather companions before war breaks out in Midgard. If possible.
Huh?
Well, to be frank, I was hoping those companions would be yourselves, but I can't make that decision for you. Well, may we meet again if the opportunity presents itself.
Just a fucking second. Mr. Morrison, please wait.
Is there something else? Also, my name's Edward, not Morrison. Get that off of there.
Take a look at this. I'm sure it'll help you. This is probably breaking all sorts of time laws, but here's your journal from the future.
Well, now, it's quite worn, isn't it? Is this my handwriting? My signature as well?
The man who entrusted us with this book is named Trinicus D. Morrison.
Morrison, you say?
He's your descendant. We've been thrown here across time. We came from the future.
By time travel! Cut the jokes. I'm still researching that.
That must mean you completed it. And the future, Morrison.
Well, if what you say is true, then I should by no means read this book.
Why do you say that?
Archie, I haven't spoke to you about this yet, but Chris and I are from 100 years in the future. I know it's hard to believe, but...
What?
So, in other words, that means... I'm like a wrinkly, century-old granny in your world, then? Edward's descendants sent us back here with this power. I don't know, just thought it seemed relevant to tell you about this. Right now.
I suppose this means you know the outcome of the war. Not only that, but what happens afterwards and beyond. I would prefer not to know how it all ends up. There would be little reason to go on if I did. You're working to save my descendant and your good friend, are you not? Yes, you would wish to change history. I feel the same way. Even if we cannot fathom the results.
I never said anything like...
Oh, I'm sure you feel very much the same as I. The proof lies within our common goal of defeating Dhaos.
Mr. Morrison, please wait. We'll meet up with you there and join forces.
Before I go, do you have any means of returning to your own time?
Actually, we're still trying to figure that out.
All right, next time we meet, I'll see what I can do. I believe if my descendant can send you back here, there's no reason I couldn't do the same in reverse. To think, I was actually just about to give up on my time travel research too.
I'm sure you can do it.
Yes. Good luck with the rings.
And back to Alvanista we go.
Yeah, let's see what Lundgorm can do for us. I keep calling him Lundgorm, but I'm pretty sure it's Lundgrom. But that's not what I'm gonna call him. Showing up asking, can I say,
Hey, bada bing, it's Archie. That's, this here's my Archie voice, yep. You got it, just, hey, oh, it's me, Archie, that's, it's the way they calls them.
And yeah, if RJ's half elf, maybe 100 years from now she should, like, look fine. In 100 years. And by fine, I mean hella fine. Because according to Klaus, she fucks like a tiger or something. According to one translation. Yeah, Jacato. Edward, it's your kids! Something's gotta be done about your kids! Alvanista. Alvanista. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal. There's my Family Guy reference. Thanks, Sniper Second, with 200 bits. Woohoo! I can finally watch your streams. Joyous day! That's your voice, by the way. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. Yeah, Jacato, that line from the doc is pretty good. It's your kids, Marty! A bogle. Good. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my dryer just beeped. Meaning the clothes I was washing to take to Los Angeles are clean. And dry. Night Code Wendigo, thanks for coming by. Lundgram. Lundegrab. Inga-dinga-lundegerber. Alright, how can we, keep... messing up his name? Loongram to Loongorm to Lundegerm to Lingadurgan to Lungadurgadurger. Sir Lingurgadurger, do you have a moment? Actually, that's exactly what we came to talk to you about. Well, he suggests that we come to you to get a permit allowing us entry into the Ymir Forest. Thank you, Fang Sniper II, gifting a sub to Stay Hydrated Bot. Welcome, Hydration Bot, to the Wug Thugs. Devil Hunter, if you're going to Dallas and asking about places to eat, my suggestion is Hop Dottie Burger Bar. It's probably some of the best hamburgers I've ever had. Let's find an inn. If we stay the night, then tomorrow we should be able to, have our woods license or whatever. Which one's the inn, though? I don't remember. There's a sword, there's a shield. Nope. Nothing here. That's just a roof. Inn, there we go. It was written down the sign, so I didn't see it. Night! Alright, it's been a day. Lundgrom. Was that just some ploy to get me to heal myself up before, like, some sort of fight? At least now I remember where the dungeon, lab is. Oh, so sorry, Archie. All right, what's the Okay, now obviously don't get too real, chat. But we're in our fantasy universe, so we got to do some world building here. What is the elves' slur for half elves? We've already got humans calling elves pointy ears. So what are the full elves gonna be calling Archie? Again, don't get too real. Don't get too don't say anything that'll get me banned.
Hey, say it.
No problemo. I'll just hang out at the end until you guys get back, I guess.
Hang in there. We'll try to make this as quick as possible. Half rounds, humankin, mudbloods. Meanwhile, what'd she do? Did she... Hold on. Half-lives. It's pretty good thrown up. Hit him where it hurts. Where'd she... She changed her sprite. So one thing, I do not remember where this forest supposedly is. Where is... Sort them alphabetically. That'll be easier for a world map. We're looking for Emir Forest. None of these. Does our map not update when we go places? Doll ears is pretty good too. Humish. Where is it? They're completely superior to us. They're so smart. Why was I born human? Says Klaus. Past the bridge to the east of Albanisa, then southwest. Thanks. So the one to the east. Nope, I did not go this way. You filthy vulture! Raspberry thrown up. Always go raspberry. For everyone else's sake, those watching this in the future, he was asking lemon or raspberry. Absolutely raspberry.
I just love to jump and swipe!
Makes like spit on my monitor. Making so many noises! We seem to have come to a mountain range. Can we go around?
circumnavigate the mountains?
Is there something in this little, like, scoop over here? Ooh, D-Junk. How about designs? That term's about 8,000 years old, or 8,000 years old. That's not bad. Look, this might have been translated later, since it's a fan translation, so maybe I won't count it. But, if these elves refer to Arche as a design, that'll blow my mind. Okay, this was the location. Is this the forest? This is where we're going? Yeah!
What are you doing here? This is elven territory. No humans or half-elves may pass. Now get out of here!
Wait, sir. We have permission. See this crest?
That's the royal family's! Alright then, come on through!
Woo-hoo-woo! Ah! The mighty oak! It betrays us! Gotta master this technique. We were attacked by the forest. This place doesn't want us here. Look, Jakato, not everybody in the forest can get the memo. These mighty oaks didn't see the crest. The crest on Birdman's Hill! Alright, I'm not gonna do my bad X the Eliminator impression, but you get what I'm talking about. Also, I love these guys as sprites. Can I just get that on the record? Ow! You guys are weak to fire, and yet you breathe it. Yep. Yep. Whee! That's a dead end. I'm pretty sure I've seen this variant before, but just in case. You boys don't like fire, do you? Huh. I can't reach it, Mint. Thank you, Fang Sniper II, for another 100 bits, saying, I feel like the only logical solution is to burn down the forest. I mean, hey. I'm just a humie running around in your elven forest. I was given permission, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have let me. Hey, Mr. Guard, your woods suck. A dragonfly? Everything in these woods hates fire, so we'll burn it all down! Rattlesnake, I like in a game with full of monsters. Regular bees are enemies too. It's world building. Every animal is just, kind of a monster. Nope.
Behold, we'll take him to Tree Court. In yet another Adult Swim reference. Paper made from trees.
Brought in the literal god of fire. Yeah, god of fire, can't burn down single tree. Real impressive, Ifrit.
Cut him in half so that we may count his rings.
Hey, someone got to level up. But I'm over here, and the camera watches me. D-Junk, heard you were watching Venture Bros. Who's your favorite character? Personally, I'm a big fan of Dr. Girlfriend. Dr. Orpheus is possibly one of the best cartoon characters ever made. And I only just finished season 1 last night and watched, like, I think the first 2 episodes? Season 2? But so far, highly enjoying it. I keep hearing everyone say, like, oh, season 1, like, isn't even close to what the show ends up being like. So I'm curious to see where it goes. Ah, God! Thank you for the antidoto. Oh, let me go on the other side. Let me on your other side.
So that I may come down with the Lord's fire.
Mint! You're getting DP'd by those lizards. I'll find my way in.
Fuck, back at the entrance. Down there was nothing. I see people saying it gets a lot better. Now, my concern is, like, the episodes, for the most part, like, there's been a through line somewhat, but it has felt mostly episodic. Does it become like a more story-driven show, or is it still fairly episode to episode? Because I honestly kind of like that, and if it becomes like we're gonna get like a real narrative, I don't know, like, I'm sure it's still good, but I'm kind of liking this kind of episode by episode feel that it's got going right now. Take that with my void stab or whatever you call it. There we go. Actual exit. And save point, no less. More cursed dragonflies.
Hello, I'm Maxwell.
All the other beings seem to just kind of, you see them materialize before you. I just basically walk in from just off stage. Ugh. Starting to get a little bit of a leg cramp. Not fun. Been sitting too much today. We found some lavender. You could throw it in a special room bottle and make it rat lavender. And that works better. Don't you do your apple dance to me. We're in public! I don't care how mighty of an oak you have. Don't show it off. This goon gear has become quite strong. Yeah, more levelly ups. More lavender. It's the Lavender Forest. Jeez. Am I getting led into something that's gonna be dangerous? And I really want me to up whatever lavender ups? Also, tell me if you are like this in the chat. Whenever you are playing like an RPG or something, and you get the items that can just up a stat, you save them for the end. Like, I hardly ever use stuff like lavenders or any sort of stat boosting thing in an RPG until the end. And then I just dump it on whoever my party is. Okay, cool. Getting a lot of confirmations. So when you guys see me getting lavenders and not using them right out the bat, or right off the bat, that's why. I think I was trying to appease chat earlier in this quest, and I was using that stuff kind of as I found it, but it felt very unnatural. So I'm gonna go back to the way I always do it. Screw you guys. I'm saving my lavender. I'll use my herbal supplements later. For when I'm face to face with Dhaos. If he is the final boss. I honestly don't know where this story goes. Could have like a face turn by the end. I doubt he does, since he's frequently like the big like cameo boss fight and always seems unrepentantly evil. But this is a Tales game. I'm sure they'll find a way to make him sound sympathetic.
Is something the matter? Could have sworn I just saw the shadow of that tree behind us move.
Sure it's not just your imagination?
Or perhaps just the animals of the forest.
Yeah, probably nothing.
Well, I'll be darned.
Humans! What are you doing here? Only full-blooded elves are permitted into our settlement. So much for the famous Eagle Eyes the Elves. Don't you see this crest? We're here to meet your chief. That's the royal crest of Alvanista. Forgive my insolence. Please, follow me.
Boring Borin throwing out a very unique trait, making them significantly less boring than previously indicated. I always use permanent stat boosts when I get them. Alright, Chief Elf, I've tried to make them all sound
Sniveling and evil. I apologize for the holdup. I am this village's chief, Brambled. I'm Klaus. This is Cress and Mint. No need for introductions on their end. These are packed rings, but they appear to be damaged. Yes, we were told your kind might have the knowledge to repair them, so I see. The stone tablet's power is unnecessary. Meet me at the north side of the village, I'll tell you more there.
Guess we can't actually fix them by themselves.
Sounds that way to me too. Did he say something about a stone tablet though?
Better catch up with them.
Welcome to the Elven Inn! Will you be staying?
1 night is 72 gold.
No. Hold on. He like shakes as he's going down the steps when he runs. Alright, northern end of town, I think he said.
Hello, it's me, Bramble, the chief. What should we do next, sir?
If your rings are to be mended, you must visit the Black Stone Tablet in Heimdall. Heimdall is to our kind a sacred site, secluded deep within the forest.
What do we do there?
I will advise you further at Heimdall. Feel free to prepare yourselves at the villagers' shops. I will go ahead and await your arrival. The animals of the forest shall be your guides. Take heed of them.
Oh gosh. Sounds like a nice fella. Let's go check the shops. Chief sounds like Starscream.
Yes, and now with my village, Megatron will submit once I bring the Black Stone of Heimdall where are the Transformers from Energon?
Sorry, I don't stack swords or stabs. All I carry are bows made for hunting. Chester! What you got for sale? An orb of white mist. Yeah. That never gets annoying. Chester, or his ancestor, or his Anchester. Alright, the animals will be my guides. So do I have to like listen for them or something? Is this a Lost Woods thing? Are you telling me to go this way, boy? Or are you telling me to go this way? Where do I go, boy? A bushwhacker! They have no weaknesses. These bushwhackers are impenetrable. A self-longbow? Chester's gonna be so excited when we get back to him and have all these bows! Be up in the club throwing bows like nobody's business. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, you seem to... Nope. Which way are you going? Do I just have to follow, like, see if he ends up all the way in one path? Alright, you seem to be hanging around this side, so I'm...
Tell me, my admirable friends!
As you can see from just watching episodes of Adventure Bros, I've already started picking up on
Dr. Orpheus! Forsooth!
Although I've always loved that bit, it's just that I don't think I've had a character that has just been their whole bit. It's just the...
They always speak in very over-the-top, ye old English, and no one else does.
Monarch's pretty good too. Yes. Alcoholism is sad. Great tag, by the way. With
That little homie houses the souls of two foul-mouthed rednecks. But beware, Venture Brothers.
Jeez, Ifrit, I think he got him. Fucking heard us talking about how you couldn't burn down a single tree and he had to go overboard. Alright, which way you going?
Be my guide, little woodland creature. I'm like a Disney princess. I'll follow you.
Hey, thank you, Arm Cannon Films, with the raiding party. Welcome, everybody. We're just playing Tales of Phantasia. I'm stuck in the Lost Woods, basically. Treasure chest has a bottle that I can't hold. And I'm supposed to use the animals as guides. Which is clearly just some ploy by the elven chief to get me executed, or present a reason why us humans aren't deserving of the pact rings he's trying to make. Yeah, the animals seem to be congregating around this exit over here, so I'm gonna guess this is it.
Little animals! Which way do I go now? To the right, you say?
Scanned all these. Alright, I want you to Undine. Start with this guy. Send it all the way back. No! Cast your spells faster.
More of you. Over here.
Oh, 2 treasure chests.
Savory. The dark bottle.
Ooh, Wolf's Bane.
Klaus, your way in the back now, so please don't fuck it up. Alright, I want to see if it goes through all of them. Oh, it healed him. Shit! Note to self, don't do that. Alright, if they're all on screen, I think Gnome will hit all of them.
Did you see that mighty oak just run? They gave the mighty oak a dash of animation.
Also, I agree, D-Junk. Why aren't the Mighty Oaks a staple Tales enemy in future games? Or are they what the, like, kind of Venus flytrap looking monsters that end up being in every Tales game? What they're supposed to be? That's right, Trono, because they needed that freaking axe beak. Stun bracelet. There are no more animals. I have no more guides. Did I go the wrong way? More bushwhack. More bushwhackers. Hello, Flammerai. Consider yourself noticed. Your death sound is gross.
I guess I'll just go up then. Oh no, I've gone deeper into the woods. My guide! I've found the reflecting pool.
Finding so many self longbows.
My animal friends. Why? Why have you forsaken me? Show me the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, this way. Thank you.
Blah! Blah!
Remember that Cartoon Network, like, I don't know if it was a commercial, but they had like their little animated skits that they would do during commercial breaks. And there was one with the Hillbilly Bears or whatever, and they go on like a talk show, and the Papa Bear goes on like a crazy murderous rampage in the audience. That was fun. Surface Walker saying I want to learn more about this. Hold on. I might need to do a quick YouTube search. Yes, Misunderstanding is the name of the Cartoon Network short. Shorties, they were apparently called. Huh. Eventually I'll find a way to put this on the screen, but for right now I'll just go back to playing if I can hit right. There we go.
I'll go this way, animal friend. Thank you for your guidance. Wait, are you saying I need to go back? I can't. Which way?
Pink Floyd, 1967, says, "Hey Grant, thank you for introducing me to the Tales series. Just finished Berseria and about to start Abyss on the PS2. Both solid entries. Good call." Tales of Berseria, I think, is one of the most streamlined and like best, I would call, presentations of the series. Tales of the Abyss has some of the best characters. Jade is maybe my favorite Tales character of all time. In fact, that's barely a maybe. He is almost certainly.
Yes, friend. You lead and I'll follow. Of course. This way.
I should have known. Here's a tree that's a different color than other trees. Is that significant? 3 treasure chests this time. A thief's cape. A resist ring. And perhaps a protect ring. Alright, you two. Now where? I'll follow you. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Give me that devil's lettuce, dude. What are you? Is this? I try not to intervene in nature. Do as you will. All right, this way. No, I didn't want to go that way. No. Wait. Hold on. A rebirth doll. This is a dead... You motherfuckers. You little pieces of shit. You lied to me. Nobody lies to Cress and lives! Ah! The fires of judgment!
Sorry, Goku, I liked Berseria a lot better than Zestiria. Zestiria is probably one... I don't think it's my least favorite, but it's near the bottom.
There were no animals this way. You motherfuckers! You told me to go that way, but that way was a dead end. You fucking... I can't... Who are you? The fuck?
I think there are still plenty of fun to be gleaned from Tales of Zestiria. I wouldn't be like, it's an awful game. I don't think I would say that. But I would not put it on the need to play list. I don't know what these little animals that we're following are. These like squirrel, rat, bear things. But I'm about to fucking make a new fur cap. These pieces of shit don't get their act together and tell me where to go. You fucking... And did I misinterpret, like, what I'm supposed to do? I did think Zestiria's music is amazing. Goshina is a fantastic composer and should just... I mean, I love Sakuraba's flair, but they need to get Goshina on more of the soundtracks. Let's try up this way then. Hey, Treasure. Midnight Duck, I think that is more than cool that you are putting together your curriculum while watching the stream, or listening to it, rather. Good luck with that. As someone who was almost a teacher but got fed up with just early classes being about, here's how you appease parents. I was like, eh, fuck that noise. Teaching sounds lame if that's all I'm gonna be doing. So I am very impressed with the people who can actually do it, because it is not an easy job by any means. And not just because of the reason I quit. Yeah, more level ups. Did I go down here? You. So wait, is the animals will be our guide, not they're gonna tell you what way to go, but if the area has an animal in it, that means it's the right way? That's true, Crimson Pride Wolf. I was also a counselor at a summer camp for many years. It was a frequent summer activity of mine. Alright, well, so we got aminals here. No animals, and also a dead end. Bio Crusader with 100 bits saying, Grant is a teacher of everything Tales. We are but his humble students. Oh gosh. If I had to put together a curriculum based on Tales games. Well, first of all, we're going to show you what a 3-act structure looks like, and we're going to teach you that the second act will be way too long. And the third act will, by the end, feel kind of just tossed on because most of the game is leading to the climax of the second act. Welcome to Tales. Also, your bad guy is probably a nice guy, but he just had a wrong day or a bad, something went wrong in his life. And by the end of it, he will have convinced your party that he's not so bad, but killing him is the only way you can go. Hey, a save spot. That seems like a right way to me.
We've arrived, sir.
All right, let me get some water for this Starscream motherfucker. My cup's out. Oh well.
Let's tear up the throat then.
Then, about this stone tablet.
According to legend, it is where the spirit governing the wellspring of creation, Origin, rests. The name of the forest, Ymir, too, shares a meaning with the name of the spirit.
Origin.
He is known as the King of Spirits. He is only known to have shown himself to the world once, long ago. Amidst the war we elves have dubbed Ragnarok. The war that brought the age of antiquity to conclusion. I know not whether the legend surrounding the tablet is true, but it is engraved upon it that it has the power to restore deteriorated physical matter to its former glory. The power to literally return an object to its origins, huh? Very astute! Perhaps it is because of this that the ancients chose the name.
Then, if you would please try it on the rings.
Stand back! Kisha sala neham tisha sala mishulasa. The process is complete.
Amazing. The rings are absolutely marvelous now.
Next up, we need to find Luna, the spirit of the moon.
Right, so we can assist Mr. Morrison.
It may be in your interest to ascend the Zodiac Tower, located between Freyland and Midgard. There are many tales, get it, of a spirit inhabiting it. It may or may not be the one that you are seeking, but one living in that place should be of considerable military value if summoned.
Thanks, this helps us greatly.
Then I shall go a step ahead of you and return to the village.
Acquire the topaz and moonstone pack rings. I wonder which one summons Luna. Hey, Origin, wake up. Oh, cool. I'll just save so we don't have to worry about any of that. Can I just, how do I? Trying to think of a fun bear pun Quasimodo name. Quasi-Coda? Is Coda? Coda is something bear, right? Ursa Moto. Fuck it. I don't remember which way was what. We're lost in these woods, my god. Oh, Coda was just the name of the Disney bear, Brother Bear. Or in Brother Bear, rather. Coda is a Native American term for bear, the protector. Huh. Thank you very much for the lore dump on words, Hollowed Artist. Haminoles! Look, brown bears, you don't stand a chance. Ah, sharp me! Is there an escape rope-like item in this game? I don't think there is. That and I wouldn't even know what to look for. Foul Crusader saying no. Don't think so. You motherfuckers are everywhere. So we'll just have to keep guessing, and eventually we'll find it. I'm just gonna keep running through different paths. You had to take a nap just as I was lightning blading you.
The mighty oak will fall!
No, I want you to charge me. Hey, we found treasure chests. That's new. Doesn't exactly lead us back to an exit, but it's different. Oh, Jesus. It's just how I imagine that mighty oak feeling when he sees all this rock. Oh, and then takes 0 damage from it, I guess. D-Junk asking who my favorite tail summon is and what game version is best. That's a tough one. Mostly because I don't really, like, this is kind of the first game where I've really actually actively seen the summons a bunch of times. Symphonia was way too convoluted to get them to come out since they were heard, like, Mystic Arts. And the way Mystic Arts worked in Symphonia was dumb. And then other than that, I'm trying to think of another game that had a summoner that I played. I don't remember Abyss really having a summon. I don't think Graces had one. Oh yeah, technically Estelle, I guess. I didn't play Eternia, so I don't know any of them in that. Nor did I play Legendia if they're in that. Shade from Symphonia. It's the best. There, done. Zillia's Celsius, her redesign plus the new spirit arts were invented because some guy was lovesick over her. That's right, I forgot about all the spirits being in Zillia. I haven't played Zillia in forever. No, we went this way, didn't we? There's this treasure chest down there. Hey, I guess we're getting plenty of experience looking for our exit. So if, you know, anything, silver lining right there. Yeah, Master Rising Phoenix. Heard that and was confused. Yeah, Dr. Dastly, this is on PlayStation. It was also on SNES and Game Boy Advance. Maybe I'll do Zillia after this. I haven't played that one in so long. I guess it will depend on what people vote on. Because, just a reminder, the way I'm going to be doing Tales games is I'll play one I haven't played and then one I have played. The ones I haven't played, I'm going through in their release order. The ones I have played, I will let the audience decide. Where that voting will take place, I'm not quite sure yet. I'll figure it out. I have a feeling I've still got plenty of time left on this game. But I will try my best to, once I know the end is coming up, I will work way harder on figuring out a poll solution. Like, Twitter is my most obvious choice, but that isn't directly attached to Twitch. So there might be people who follow me on here who don't have a Twitter. Also, my Twitter is full of people following it who don't watch my streams, so... Bile Crusader, this probably won't be going too much longer, honestly, depending on what happens once I get out of these woods and get back to where I need to go. I might try to get to the Zodiac Tower or whatever it's called. I vaguely remember where it is. Chikado has a thing for making polls on Twitch. Says Tronop. Jalek Sarah saying your favorite game, your favorite Tales game is Zillia 2. Not a popular pick, but you actually like the whole switching weapons on the fly. I did love that. There's a lot of stuff about Zillia and Zillia 2 that bothered me with its combat. I really didn't like the link system or whatever it's called. But I loved the weapon switching. I thought that was super cool. Like, while the pair of Zillia games might not be super high on my personal list, Luger as a playable character is one of my favorites. Alright, there's that life bottle we saw earlier. So we are properly backtracking. My little woodland friends, you've guided me home. Midnight Duck, if you're asking for the best Tales game to pick up, having only played Symphonia, Vesperia would be my very first game I would suggest playing after that. Which it's getting its definitive edition re-release here at the end of the year, so if you want to wait for that, go for it. Or if you have an Xbox 360, you can play a slightly lesser version. Yes, D-Junk. Luger being a silent protagonist was a really shitty choice. That actually, like, was a huge bum out for me. Because honestly, a big part of these games for me is hearing these characters have voices. Like, honestly, if these characters didn't have voices, that would take a lot away from the games for me. And like playing this one in Japanese and playing Vesperia in Japanese both didn't give much of an opportunity for it, but honestly, having an English dub also makes a huge difference to me. Like, I remember a lot of stuff about the characters from Symphonia, Graces, Vesperia, Zillia, Zestiria, Berseria, because I played them in English and have mental, like speaking voices attributed to them. Like, I heard them talking to me for upwards of 80 to 100 hours. Meanwhile, Tales of Hearts, I think is that the only one that I've played all the way through in Japanese only? Like, it is hard for me to remember those characters, and while I've heard that it's just a lesser game, which is fair, it was on a portable, I feel like it not having an English dub was a huge, like, gut punch to me and my enjoyment of it personally.
You are leaving? Then I bid you farewell.
Chief Bramble, we have captured an intruder.
A human trespasser, I presume?
No, sir. It's a half-elf. What did you say?
Wait, let me go. Hey, mister, you're a nice guy, ain't you? So come on, please.
That's a familiar voice.
Damn it, Archie. I thought you were gonna wait at the inn. What the hell possessed you to follow us here?
Who cares about that? Just hurry up and untie me. I'm not into this kinky stuff.
This person is your companion?
Please let her go.
Chief, think of the precedent will set if we waive punishment. Half-elfin trespassers are put to death without exception.
Please wait.
Please find some way to forgive her. Please.
Forgot that was the voice I gave the innkeeper.
If someone must die for this transgression, then I will take her place. I implore you. Very well. Release her. But this is an order. As you wish, sir. I'm sorry, Archie. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Huh? Say what?
I'm crying. Can't you see the pixels?
Archie, what's wrong?
Chink.
What do you want?
That lady, please. Let me see her again, please.
Absolutely not. Get out. You should be grateful that you'll live to see another day.
Mom! Hey, can you hear me? Mom, it's really you, isn't it? Please come back out here. I just want to see your face again. Just once more. Please.
Archie.
Is that where the ninja's hiding? Where those two frames or two spots want to move? Or is it all those? Oh, wow. So that's just it then? No, Fine, then can our mom just come out to talk? Nothing's illegal about that, right? Also, welcome back to the party, Archie. I hope you haven't fallen behind in levels. So we actually had a ton of grinding in there. Alright, now Void Slash or whatever is the only move I think I have left that I haven't mastered. So many dead ends!
Burn them all, let God sort them out.
Ooh, Gabe rules with the good question. Who do you think would be a good English voice actress to play in Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition? Trying to think of the stable of actors they normally get for Tales games, so I can have an idea of who they have to pick from. The girl who voiced, also I'm really bad with actress names. I know I'm a horrible sexist. The girl who played Rose I thought was real good. Like, I feel like she would be a good choice. Yeah, Anis's voice is also... Bring whoever voiced the little girl in Xillia 2. You mean Elise? I remember not liking her voice all that much. But it's been a long time since I played. And I feel like she was directed to be very monotone, which I don't like. Oh wait, we never went that other way. Hold on. Also, I'm gonna save. Nick Offerman doing his pirate voice from the Lego movie's not a bad choice. Yeah, get Clancy Brown. Just make her crabs. Get I can't believe I'm blanking on his name, but Hook from Hook. You know, what's his name? I know as soon as I read it or hear it. Dustin Hoffman, thank you. Thank you, DigiDude91, specifically. Maggie Lee's voice actress would also be good. There was someone who... I ended up finding out I was wrong. But I could have sworn the voice actress for Maggie Lou was someone else, and then I looked it up and I was incorrect. I think she also voiced, what's her name? Nerdy girl in Persona 5. Yes, also Futaba. Yeah, Futaba, that's who it is. I'm so bad with names. Persona 5 is a weird game in that I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I played the hell out of it. I got every social link on my first playthrough, maxed them out without a guide because I was just so diligent in figuring out how it would work. Like, I really liked that game a lot, but I feel like it went in one ear and out the other. I've forgotten so much about it. I barely remember any of the characters' names. I vaguely remember what the dungeons were about. Like, I loved it. It was real good. I had a great time with it. Would highly recommend it to anyone who likes RPGs. But I, for the life of me, have forgotten so much of it. Yeah, Strung Up, I do remember how badass a lot of the music was. What's it called? Life Will Change, I think is the name of the song. Whatever one plays whenever you go in to actually steal the heart at like the end of a dungeon is, I think, maybe the best track of 2017. And 2017 had a lot of good soundtracks. I didn't like Last Surprise as much as everyone else did, though. Like, I thought that song was just okay. Reach Out to the Truth is a way better battle theme, honestly. River in the Desert is also really good. I can feel like I need to like pop my back or something. I'm becoming an old man. Can't sit and play video games without my body yelling at me. Yeah. Overall, I think it'd be tough for me to pick. Actually, honestly, it probably wouldn't be. I was gonna say it'd be tough for me to pick between Persona 4 and 5 soundtrack, which one I like better. Honestly, gut reaction is Persona 4 had the better music of the two, but I did like a lot of Persona 5's music. Like, I think there are some tracks that like honestly, Life Will Change might be better, I think, than any song in Persona 4. Personally, but I think ultimately the average quality of a Persona 4 song was better than Persona 5. Alright, this might be one of the last times we see this lizard sprite, though we might see like a palette swap in a later area. But goodbye, one of my favorite sprites I've seen in this game. These lizards look great. I never got very far in Persona 3. The only version I played was Persona 3 Portable. And I did not like the kind of like no overworld. You're just taking a little pointer to the different spots you want to go. Really, little stuff like that really pulls me out of games. Like, everything else I experienced from Persona 3 seems real good. Like, combat, the party, like, a bunch of the characters who I met, all seem really cool. But not being able to actively see my model walking around the school just made me not want to play it. Okay, skip time.
契約の指輪を修復することにできましたね。
これでルナと契約することができる。
ところでそのルナってどこにいるの？
ルナかどうかは知らないが、12星座の塔に精霊がいるらしい。じゃあまずはそこへ行ってみましょう。
So which way?
追い詰めたぞ。魔人剣。
Jinkin.
アイスニードル。
これで
You will see Demon Fang in a lot of games.
やったー。
ゴキブリが出たくらいで大騒ぎしないでください。で、これからどうするの
12星座の塔へ行くんだ。
プレイランドとミッドガルズの間にあるという塔ですよ。
そこにいる精霊と直した指輪で契約するのさ。
I get that, but how do I get between two continents? Do I just look for someone who lets me go? Ooh. I saw people saying I should play Persona 3 Fez, or however you say it. FES. Portable allows you to control your party members, while FES does not. It can be hard to give up after playing later Persona games. Yeah, holy shit. If I can't control my party members, that's bad. That's just bad game design in my mind. I get that it's supposed to be like, no, you're you, and your party members are other people. But that's stupid. I don't want to play that if that's what it does. If not being able to walk around in an overworld was enough to make me not want to play, I guarantee that will really turn me away. Because usually the main character is the character I wish I could swap out of the party. Because he's not focused enough. Yeah, Shapire, I'll just wait for Atlas to remake Persona 3. There's more money to be mined there. Alright, one of you guys... You take me to Belladam, right? Yeah. And where does this guy take me? What's between here and Freyland other than where we want to go? Let's try Venezia. Run, boat, run. Gabe, as someone who recently started playing D&D, I've played for many months now, what is your concept of what it was before to what it's really like playing it? It's pretty much what I expected. Like, I had a pretty good understanding of what D&D was before I started playing it. I just had never really played it all that much. And by that much, I mean, like, ever, actually. But I had seen enough media and things about it that I had a pretty solid idea of what it was going to be. Alright, I don't remember where this Zodiac Tower is, and I want to find it before we stop streaming. Because it's going to be probably a week before I'm able to play this again, and if I can't find it now, I'll never find it later. I know we walked by it at some point earlier in our adventure. So it's got to be somewhere we've been. Here's the town that got all wrecked, where we found Arche. So sad. There's where Arche's dad lived. And here's gonna be the little cave place leading to Belladam. I feel like we're going the wrong direction, probably. Montiz saying, I remember there being free spells in Archie's dad's place in the village you start in when you get to the past, like on bookshelves. I'll check. Because we're in the past now! Alright, there's the village. There's another port. Let's see where this goes. Or is this the Belladam port where they would abandon me? Here's where a boat would be. Okay, so yeah, no ships at this port. Great. Freyland is the desert place. I know that. Do I need to go there? Because, I mean, I know they've been saying it's halfway between Freyland. Nope, don't go back in. And this area is Midgard, right? The place where, like, the Mana Tree and Early Town is. Canadian Rage. Has anyone in a Nuzlocke died off screen while grinding and you just ignored it for convenience? If they did, I don't remember, but I don't think I would do that. So many bogles. One thing, we're not getting like diddly shit for XP out here, so holy bottle it is. Oops, did not mean to use two. Was expecting a confirmation screen. Alright, well then let's go back up to Venezia. Also, I saw someone earlier asking if we'd play Jack 2. We don't have any current plans for it, but I'm not going to say it's not happening. Let's check by Arche's dad's place and see if we can get some free spells for her, because if we can, that'd be cool. How you doing, Pops? Just here to see if I got any books on magic. Oh, we got a channeling ring. Sad city song, everything's dead. It's so sad. Yeah, we're trying to find the Zodiac Tower. I've been told it's halfway between Freyland and Midgard. I figured Venezia would be close to that, but apparently it's not. And this game really doesn't like to update your map, so... Let's see if you have a boat leading where we want to go. Nope, none of these are... Don't build dead ends in your cities, RPG people. Alvanista. What about you, tough guy? We go somewhere? I don't think we want to go to either of those, because they're both islands, and we don't need them. Midgard Castletown. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Alvanista and take a boat from there to Freyland. Well, not there, but a port nearby. And then I guess try and figure it out from there. Even though Midgand is the other place I'm supposed to be near, and I think that was the first town. Or one of the first towns. Maybe there's just a way to get there from there. These little posts not being walk throughable, I guess technically adds to the immersion, but is more aggravating than anything else.
Pacha! Pacha! All the vultures are dead!
Shadepire, you just tweeted a map at me? I will look at that in a second. No, not that way. Definitely not. That's the way to Ed's house. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone trying to look at this tweet that you sent. That is quite the map. Let's see. It's the GBA map. How can I know to trust this? Alright. Freyland Docks. Tower of Zodiac. What's the quickest way to there? Alright, looking at this map, I think I can figure out where I'm going. I'm just glancing at it. He says, beginning his trek in the wrong direction. That's right, infamous Insano. These pixels are all off! How can I trust any of this? Alright, it actually seemed closer to here than... Because this is the... Here, guys, you get him. You don't need my help. That's the Moria mine shaft, and the Tower of Zodiac looks to be like right across from it. That said, do I need to take a boat to get over there? Oh wait, hold on. I think I just need to wrap around the other way. Yeah, level up for Cress. Okay, I think if I just wrap around these mountains the other direction, we'll find it. If we're allowed to walk there. Boom! Nope. It's a dead end over there. You're right, Excited Eevee. Pokemon do live in the tall grass, like this Bogle and Jackal. Oh no. The spear was super effective. They're dead. So, my friends and I, this is only tangentially related, me talking about Pokemon dying, and that leads my brain into the thoughts of seeing if you could kill in Nintendo games. My friends and I thought in Star Fox 64, when your teammates are like, "Oh man, I gotta leave. We gotta go," because like their health goes all the way down. My friends and I believed and genuinely tried multiple times that while they're flying away, like off screen, and they're technically at 0 health, that you could shoot them more while they're flying away and see their ship blow up, and instead of them having like the in repair bay or whatever status, they would be dead and never come back. And my friends like swore up and down that they totally saw it happen, that they were absolutely like, yes, no, for real, it absolutely can be done. I've done it. Like, so we tried like for hours, and eventually I realized like, you friggin' liars, couldn't be done at all. Hinata 8910 asking what my favorite cute Pokemon is. That's a tough one. I don't think I'm gonna get there this way. I think I might have to take that boat. Favorite cute Pokemon? Ooh! New background. Probably Cubchoo. Devil Hunter, there is no way to Nuzlocke Phantasia. I mean, I guess I could try to make up my own custom rules of if they die, they can't do anything anymore, but this isn't Pokemon where you have literally hundreds of party options. Jason T. Gore with the 3-month resub. Thank you very much, Jason. Everybody give Jason Tagore a big ol' Wug Thug hug. For being one of the Wug Thugs. He's too high up. Can't swat him. Oh, come on, Undine. It was right there. Devil Hunter Nuzlocke's life. I think a lot of people do. inadvertently. It should really be a, you want to use this now? Yes, no? Alright, let's, I guess, where am I trying to get? This way. I guess let's take that boat then? Or did I get myself all turned around? It all looks the same. Yeah, Gabe's got the right idea. If I want to nuzlocke a fantasy setting, just play a Fire Emblem game. Though to be fair, I have never done what I would call an honest run in Fire Emblem. I've always been the scumbag who resets when someone dies and starts the mission over. Alright, I'm just gonna let this go. Oh, I've got myself all turned around. Maybe one day I'll do a Fire Emblem legitimate run where if someone dies, I just have to keep going with the mission. That might make for a fun stream someday. There it is. To Freyland, I guess. Oops. Nash Highwind asking which Fire Emblem would I pick? It's a good question. Which one was the first one? Path of Radiance or Path of Radiance was the first one, right? And then Radiant Dawn was the Wii sequel. Might do that duo since they were my Fire Emblem introduction, which I feel like is the case with a lot of Americans. Good night, Devil Hunter. You probably won't miss too much. Once I find this tower, it'll probably be done. So I think it's just up and around this way. That's true, Slash. If we ever find the tower, this might go on forever. Or that might be it right there. Thank you, Icy Mind Racer, for the 4-month resub, saying 4 months hype! With Bowser spitting hot fire. No, that's a tower, alright, but not the tower. Thank you so much, Icy Mind Racer. Everybody give Icy Mind Racer a big ol' Wug Thug hug for 4 months in the Wug Thugs. Yeah, sorry, Cody, man. If you're just coming in now, you did miss most of the stream. Here in the desert, these things actually live a little bit longer, so. Here we go. Now I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, that's a lot of vultures. What is... Someone look this up for me. What's the... Like, is it a flock of vultures? Or a gang of vultures? Or a musing of vultures? What's their grouping called? A graveyard of vultures? It's not a murder of vultures, that's crows. Unless they both have the same thing, which I guess is possible. A venue of vultures? Really? Or is it a committee of vultures? Okay, Nakimov says they just Googled it, said it's a committee. Which I absolutely believe. A committee, venue, or vault. The venue and vault were thrown in there by like just friggin' ad managers who were like, look, we gotta be able to sell the vulture name. We gotta make sure it's alliterated. It's a venue of vultures, sir. Please, check out our wares. Perhaps you'd like to purchase a vault of vultures. Would you? When the birds are feeding together at a carcass, the group is called a wake. All right, that's cool. It being a wake of vultures is all right. I know ferrets is business, which I always thought was good. And a mob of emus was another good one. But business of ferrets was my punk rock name. Like that was my band name if I was to ever be in a punk rock band. My friends made a band and I kept pushing for them to call themselves Business of Ferrets and they never did. That said, I don't remember what they did end up calling themselves, so clearly my name was superior.
I'm dying, you guys!
Alcoholism is sad says apparently a group of wild cats is called a destruction of cats. Man, when I glanced at that, I thought you said it was a distraction of cats, which I was like, that is such a good group name for cats. Probably shouldn't spin the map so much. That probably makes it harder for me to keep track of what's going on. Uh-oh. This is where he's like, oh, Dhaos lives that way. Let's not go that way. Yeah. If Ezra traveled with the Phantasia party, would he get along with them or hate all the continuous fights? Let me think. How would his personality mesh with everybody? He'd probably be constantly pranking Klaus. He'd probably be charmed by Cress's just, I've got to be the good guy hero. He You probably want to scam Mint because she seems naive. And probably have a crush on Archie. Fellow half-elf and everything. Also, she just got a lot of moxie. Yes, a parliament of owls drawn up. Good. Looks like you are continuing to read through the dumb naming conventions. There it is! We traveled far and wide and finally found you. I wonder if this is, you know, this thing with the planets and the moon on top, if it's where we're going to use our moonstone to summon Luna. And there better be a save spot somewhere in here, because I'm not going to save on that field. Or if we just have to deal with this, then we just deal with it. I don't like those floating lights. I don't trust them. There's a tablet. What do you got to say? Desire a song of valor sung by not one human. Oh, sung by one not human. Haha! Valor! Oh boy. We got some new things. What happened to you, you depraved monk? Oh boy. Spellcaster. Oh no. Magilu Maven, your Twitch account does kind of give me the impression that you might be a Tails fan. Just maybe. Can't put my finger on why though, but I'd believe it. Alright, we might be saving on the field because my leg is falling asleep, but I want to stand up and walk around for a little bit. I guess I could give myself like a couple minute stretch. Also, I hear commotion outside. Well, you look like a horn. This is a very human song. Wait, is that going to be what the test is? I have to recognize the soundtrack. Hey, wait. Aren't you a summoned spirit in Symphonia? We saw Ed earlier with the Iron Golems. We found Alphonse. Good idea. Good bit. Because this does not sound like a song of valor played by Inhumans. How about you? We have not heard this track yet. Keep moving her further back. There we go. Yeah, level ups. Heckin' yeah. Cody Man asking if I ever finished Ni no Kuni. No. I got to the next like major area, which was like a kind of like a future, like more technology-based place, and just haven't continued since then. I've honestly barely played it, and it's not even that I like had like a problem with it. I actually thought it was a real fun game. It's just I had to be like in a specific mood to want to play it, and I just have not felt that way in a while. Holy cow, that does a lot of damage. We need to make sure that doesn't happen ever again. I don't think it was the golem who did that magic spell, so I'm gonna kill the humans. There we go. Got it. Yeah, Rio Infinity, I was getting kind of the feeling that it would, like, it never felt like it for me, but I could definitely see that game becoming a slog. Alright, what kind of music does this stone tablet want? A song of happiness sung by one not human. So do they mean not human as in like one of these statues, or not human as in it won't come from a human settlement? Also, where's a goddamn save point? No! Ah. Even with a deep mist surrounding me. Hi, Dragon Omega. And hello, Dola Bear. You've come in for the tail end of the stream. Once I can find a save point, I'm probably done. Any of you guys have Switches? The Nintendo Switch? The new hotness? None of you? Ow! That's a real funny animation. Man, these things have so much health. Are you gonna play a happy song? I could read happiness into this. It's a like not a joyful noise, but I would say a content, happy. Oh. orc back there is healing. I really don't need her healing this guy. Man, charge really needs to give more TP if it's going to be useful at all. 5? I don't think I have an art that takes that few. Yeah, Shade Pyre, I'm really missing that get TP for every hit that future games have. Is this happy enough for you? Can I get in this door? God damn it. Sure, that works. Nope, I was hoping that would hit them, but oh well. Well, when I told you to do it twice, I didn't actually mean you to do it twice. I was more trying to get the command to come out. But oh well. You're right. These monks do have a pretty good face now that you mention it, chat. Rattlesnake in particular, thank you. Alright, this must not be happy enough. What's down here? Yes, Crib, this is 2D active combat. This is what the Tales games were before they entered the 3D realm. Ah, it took my TP despite the move not coming out. Yeah, Dragon Omega being out of TP is kind of a drag. Though, I guess I do have... Orange tails, there they are. Also, I feel like a big dummy. For a hot second, I was like, H. O is really close to H in the alphabet. Why am I not seeing it? H is a little ways away from O. And when I say near, I mean like within 2 letters. What are you saying? Oh, this shit's happy. I don't know. I'd call them a small at most. Jeez. Is this happy? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling I'm just gonna get to the end of this tower because I'm not seeing a fucking save spot. Normally there's one right at the beginning and right at the end, but... Shut up, I said I refused to save on the overworld before coming in here, though. Song of Serenity, sung by one not human. When are you gonna want a song sung by humans? Hi, Panda Smasher. It's going okay. Kinda wishing I hadn't jokingly said I won't save on the overworld map before coming in here, because I assumed there'd be a save point inside, and there hasn't been so far, and now I'm not gonna go back on my word. But fortunately, I don't... Honestly, probably don't even have to go into work tomorrow at all. But I know I don't have to be there early. Magilu, I don't really have much of a schedule. I alert people on Twitter mostly when I'm about to stream. Though, honestly, I typically stream Monday nights. Wednesday nights, and usually at least one night during the weekend. I haven't so much the last couple weeks, but should be getting back in the groove of things here. For a hot second there, I was streaming like every night, because I really wanted to play Tales of Vesperia, because it's one of my favorite games of all time. And when it comes back out, you can probably bet on me playing a lot more often, because I'll just be streaming it whenever I'm playing it. What song were they looking for? Ooh, Serenity. This is Serenity. Dude, Magilu, if you think you're nerding out right now, when I heard about the Vesperia remake, well, I was trying to keep myself cool because my dad was in the room and I didn't want to seem like a huge nerd in front of him. But I was quite excited. Yeah, I fully expect all of you, every single person within the sound of my voice, to pick up that Vesperia remake. If there's anything I have taught you, it's that game deserves your money. Now, you don't have to be crazy like me and pick up more than one version of it. But I feel like we've become a close enough family that I can at least trust you to buy one version of it. I don't care which one. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I will fully expect receipts in chat. Mother of God! How many floors does this place have? If it has more than, I'm gonna say 7. And there's no save spot between then and now, I'm out. I'm just gonna exit and say, sorry, I lied. Oh, but then Taka came in with a raiding party, so now I kind of have to finish this place. Damn it. Thanks, Kurt, for the raid. Hello, everybody. I was just talking about how I was going to back out of this tower and save and quit. But, since you've all shown up, I've suddenly gotten a new level of courage and have decided to finish this map. Also, hello, everybody. Welcome to Tales of Phantasia. It's the first game in my favorite franchise of all time, the Tales of RPGs. Our main boy here, Cress Alvain, is quite cool. He also has his friend Mint. I have her talk in a southern accent because I wanted to give her some character when I read her lines. And Klaus is a bit of a nerd and a elf fanboy. Okay, so the bit with this tower is there are rooms that have different things that will play instruments. And I have to pick a song matching the description of the stone tablet for the door to be unlocked. This one wants a melancholy song. Thank you, IV Draconic Wolf, or 4 Draconic Wolf, depending on your numerals. For the sub, everybody give Draconic Wolf a big ol' Wug Thug hug for being part of the Wug Thugs.
No! Depraved Golem, I will get you!
Namer Kale asking, I've only played Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube and really enjoyed it. Would you recommend Tales of Berseria or any other Tales game that's on sale on Steam? Yes, I would highly recommend Tales of Berseria. I would less highly recommend Tales of Zestiria. I don't think it's like a awful game, but I think it is a less good Tales game. However, it does have some thematic tie-ins to Tales of Berseria. So if you really, really love Berseria and you're like, man, I want more of this world, you can check out Zestiria. While they're not on Steam yet, Tales of Vesperia, the definitive edition, should be coming out by the end of this year. And that is one I would recommend to everyone, everywhere. Just probably in my top 5 games ever. Rattlesnake suggests adding a sweat drop to the monk face because it's been quite funny. And I'm thinking of making it an emote. The anime sweat drop would be pretty good. Right, these guys actually don't give all that much XP if it's just 2 golems. And they take way too much health per time to kill. Yes, Dragon Omega, we are still looking for a way to kill video game Dio. Oop. Phantom Smasher says they look forward to seeing me on the battlefield on Wednesday. Well, I'll be at Anime Expo, so there will be no battlefielding for me. And I assume you mean on Icons. And I don't know if they're actually doing a playtest this week, since I think it's going out of... it's going into early access and out of closed beta, I think a week from Friday? Though, shortly before this stream, I was able to play, so you might be able to play right now. Because they said they were stopping it at the end of the weekend, but then they just kind of silently let it keep going. Don't tell anyone, but it might still be going. That's for Icons Combat Arena, the Smash clone that I've been schlepping pretty hard because I really, really like it. And want to believe a Smash-like game will play the way I want it to. I.e. better melee. Alright, what song? Play me your song, trumpet man. Oh, it's just this song again. This is not melancholy. Yeah, Icon's also sponsored SGDQ, which was real cool. Dark Lord Popo with the... Is that 1,000? I should probably pull up the window that has the counted up amounts. 1,000 bits! No message, just bits. But thank you very much, Dark Lord Popo. Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked out of the window. That's why I can't control me. There we go. Ooh, rattlesnake. You're wanting me to make multiple emotes out of the monk face? It's funny, but I don't know if it deserves like 3 or 4. Wanted to say, show my appreciation for your channel and all the great content you've made over the years here and with TFS. Ah! I don't know what that thing was doing to me, but I don't like it. Well, thank you very much, Dark Lord Popo. Your support is greatly appreciated. You should all be getting a POW Hammer emote soon, so you can use it whenever Mint throws those. And they show up in like every Tales game, so you'll have plenty of chances. Whew, Boren, you were close on that 3-part, or 3-line emote chain. Thank you, Arche. Yeah, that big tingle is was a great idea from Kieran. Jeez, swinging at me from all sides now. I don't feel like fighting these guys. Cody Man asking if there's a bad Tales game. Well, I haven't played them all, but of the ones I've played, I would say Symphonia 2 and Zestiria are probably my bottom 2. Likely in that order. But I don't regret playing either of them. So I don't know if I'd call them bad, just that they were definitely less good. Oh yeah, I've heard almost unanimously that Tales of Tempest is bad. So bad that it was removed from the canon of the series. Not that there's like a real strict canon, but they're just ones that are called Mothership titles, and ones that are called like, I can't even remember the term, but basically lesser titles. And Tales of Tempest went from being considered a Mothership title to a sideline. Berseria has a bunch of costume DLC. All the games do after Vesperia, unfortunately. That became a very bad trend that they have kept going with. I've heard mixed things on Legendia. I'm curious about it. Alright, this sounds somewhat melancholy. Yeah! Oh, Jesus Christ. How much further do we have to go? Valor. We already did that. That was floor 1. F it. Valor. Nope. I don't know why I'm choosing to fight these two, but now I am. Namer Kale, are there still other costumes in game like in Symphonia? Yes, but significantly fewer for a lot of them. Basically, I would say everything from Zillia on still has other in-game costumes, but they're way fewer and farther in between than they were in previous titles. Grace's, I feel like, is the last one that had a bunch of in-game costumes and a bunch of DLC ones. Which is a shame, because dressing up my Tails characters is one of my dumb favorite bits of the games. So it sucks that that part's gone, for the most part, without spending extra money. Which, hey, guess what some of your Twitch donations will go to? I will commit to having every costume in every game I can. Are you the one that I just made play? I can't remember. Yes. Was there nothing in this one? Was it just a treasure chest? Oh. 2 treasure chests.
A black onyx.
Ah! Panda Smasher asking if any Tales games have a job system. I don't think so. Pretty sure everyone's classes are pretty much defined right away for them. No, Dragon Omega. I've never run a Mega Steelix. In fact, I honestly forgot Steelix had a Mega Evolution. Tales of Worlds have job systems. Yeah, I never played those since I think one of them came out here. And it came out on the PSP, so I never played it. Because I didn't have a PSP. I had to borrow Kieran's years later to first play Birth by Sleep. And then it got released on PS3, so I finished it there. Are you, no, not Melancholy. Valor. No, you are Melancholy. What? Wake up! Their looking up face is pretty good too. Come on, we gotta be getting close to the top of this tower. No. Golems have too much health. Panda Smash is saying Bloodborne 2 was leaked last night. I feel like I would have heard about that today if that was the case. Unless you mean like last night as in July 2nd. And since the clock has rolled over to the 3rd, you are now saying last night. I'm gonna say an Amazon listing isn't enough for me to think that confirms the existence of a game. Yo, this is Valor. Ow. I don't know what those things are doing, but I don't like it. I don't feel like dealing with you guys. Get me out of here before they cast a big spell. Okay, good. No cyclones. Ugh. Here we go, something different. Oh, you're being voice acted, so I won't. There we go.
The room just up these stairs belongs to my big sister Luna. You can't just waltz in there anytime you like.
What the?
I'm Luna's attendant, the fairy Artemis.
You're a fairy?
I thought they only existed in legends.
Fairies are ancient beings with incredible lifespans. They were said to have gone extinct during the war that ended the Age of Antiquity. To think some have survived.
What do you take me for? Only a blockhead would croak from something as puny as that. But that doesn't matter. There's no way I'm letting you through.
This is important. Surely there's something we can do to make you change your mind.
Maybe. Well, if someone smooches that pink-haired cutie, then I'll think about it. And if I get to do it, all the better. You talking about me?
Come on, pucker up, Archie. You've been thirsty this whole game.
Archie? You're not seriously thinking of sweat?
Ah, don't be bashful now. It's to meet Luna, right? So man up.
But...
Oh man, she's trying to trick Cress into kissing her since that's who she's been after this whole time.
Ah, come on. You don't have to act like it's such a big deal. You're not 12 anymore, you know.
That's not the problem.
Ah, just shut up and do it. Here I come.
Oh, never mind.
No, stop. But why? A kiss is not something to treat so lightly. Well, being proved right now isn't... I keep slipping her into southern accent.
All right, Johnny Star Wars.
Well, being approved right now isn't going to get us any closer to Luna. You mustn't, no matter the reason.
アルテミス、いたずらはおよしなさい。
Fair. Okay.
Who's that?
All right, I just heard Luna's voice, or what I presume to be Luna. Try and mimic that voice.
Artemis, will you please give them that old spell book?
You're a mage, aren't you, sis? Here, have this. Oh, a present for me? Sis is waiting in the room above us. Sorry, I've got to go. Bye-bye.
And that's how Artemis died.
He sounded kind of lonely.
Not an unreasonable suspicion if he's the lone survivor of his race. And you didn't kiss him.
Wow, no save spot in here, just... I'm assuming straight into what's going to be a boss fight? Alright. Guess let's top everybody off. Well, not top them off, but get them where they need to be.
Is she a spirit?
I am Luna, spirit of the moon. Do you have some business with me?
I seek a summoning pact with you. Your power is of chief importance in our journey to overthrow Dhaos and reestablish peace under the world. We can prove our worth if you wish.
No, I have no desire to fight, regardless of opponent. However, for the sake of the world, I shall aid you without hesitation.
Really? You honor us. Thank you for your understanding, Luna. Now let's ready ourselves for the pact. Cress and everyone else, stand back. Cress and the girls, stand back.
Artemis, you can hear me, yes? I must go with them. I know being alone must be difficult, but do not falter. Now, bring the moonstone ring forward.
Here and now I offer my request to the spirit of the moon. By covenant of the ring, may this spirit obey me. My name is Klaus.
Right in the ear. Well, I guess I was worried about a boss fight for nothing. Thought I'd have a cool big showdown to show you guys. That's that.
Sis!
Valor! Don't touch me with your creepy moon spirits. Ah, thought they had turned off encounters. Oh yeah, I guess I did kind of make Luna sound like the monarch. No, I want to see, show me Luna. Hi, what's up? I have a feeling that'll be better on bigger crowds.
Ow! Punch me right in the face!
Did you hear the one about the halfling fortune teller that escaped police custody? It was a small medium at large. You can find this and other wacky antics here on my Twitch channel. If you subscribe, twitch.tv/MasterWGS. This and all other kinds of tomfoolery can be had. You can also subscribe on YouTube. Master WGS is the channel. You might also find my fun antics at Team 4-Star. I'm the life of the party. Oh, I'm sorry, I turned off my YouTube voice for a little bit. If you guys would just like to like and subscribe and hit that old follow button there up in the corner, I'd really appreciate it. And what's up, everybody? It's time for some more talking. Grant, I'm really bad at YouTube improv. Iron Golems, are they memes? You ask me. And I said no. There you go. And this is today's Grant YouTube drama report. Thank you, EPAM, for the 1,500 bits, and all of that is specifically why I'm a Wug Lord. Thank you so much. And thank you, Tia Dracor 13 for the tier 1 sub. Everybody give Tia a big ol' Wug Thug hug for being one of the Wug Thugs. Whew! Let's see where the cast says we should go next.
私のおかげじゃハーメルのラッキーウィッチって言えばちょっとは有名。
さてこれからのことなんだが
ミッドガルズでエドワードさんと合流しましょう。
僕はエドワードさんに力になるって約束したんだ。そうだな。今の我々ならば彼の力になれるだろう。
Alright.
もっと無視しないでよ。
They're gonna want us to run to battle in Midgard for a big dramatic showdown. So I'm gonna save it. That's where we're gonna call it tonight. Thank you so much, everybody who's come out to chill on stream. Thank you, Vile Crusader, for those 500 bits. Saying bits for your wonderful performance. Thank you very much. I think I saved, but I'm saving it again because my short-term memory is terrible. But anyways, this is the gang that we're going to be running into whatever hellish nightmare is going to be waiting for us in Midgard when I'm assuming we wage actual war with Dhaos. And I know because this is a Tales game, that 1827 means that we are not near the end. We've still probably got plenty of time to go. So tune in next time. Follow me on Twitter to see when that is if you're new here. And thank you, the one schmuck with the 3-month resub. Everybody give the one schmuck a big ol' Wug Thug hug. I'm gonna check who's live right now so I can send you guys on a raid. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Ooh, both Jacato and Sam and Lanny are on. Yeah, I'm sending you on a rave, Gnashing Wind. Sam, I've been here this whole time, loving and listening. But haven't you also been streaming? Now, Sam, you're bringing up some valid points. But Jacato has less people in his chat than you. But you know what? I feel like I have rated Jacato more times. Or at least, I know I've rated him at least once. I don't know if I've rated you. I could go for the mystery 4th contestant, which is a Bloodborne speedrunner who I've been watching recently. But I'll go to Sam. He asked last time and I wasn't able to. So, Sam, congratulations. My bleeding heart goes out to you this evening. Everybody have fun at Sam's chat. I'm gonna go to sleep. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for popping on by. Later!